Hello, hello, everyone. It is called, otherwise, or better yet, no, it's Woody. And I'm with Jose, my co-host here. Jose, how's it going, man? How's everything in your life? You doing well?
It is absolutely fantastic. I've now broken up for work. I am now officially at leisure till the 8th of January. So I will
Um,
be whoring myself out, helping anybody that needs my help because I'll have all the time in the world on my hands.
there you go. There you go. And always repping LTEL Cockerel and talk and ball while you do it. Everybody, this is as good of a time as any to tell you guys that are here at the beginning. Hello, everyone, by the way. We're dual streaming right now on Talk and Ball and LTEL Cockerel. So make sure that whichever one you're watching on, good job. Thank you. We appreciate you. Flip on over. Make sure you've liked and subscribed to both. And Jose already put it out in the channel or in the chat. There we go. Boom. There is the link right there, making it easy for you guys to clickety clack on over there and get that done. So we've already got people getting in their scores. Wayne Bonner in the house got his scores in. We will get those in for you, Wayne. Thank you, sir.
Done it already.
Awesome. We've got Adrian Soka in the house. What is up, Adrian? He's on both channels. What a kind gent.
Adrian's been done as well.
What a good man. And Alexander Hilton is here today. He also puts predictions in.
Stakes has been done as well.
Man, everybody's getting it done. I love it. I put it in the chat because I didn't want anybody to miss out and be like, oh, I wish I could have got it in that week. So I was just giving everyone another opportunity to get it in the group chat. We got Chris.
Good afternoon, Chris.
Very good to have you, Chris. Hope you're well. Hope the family's good.
Chris's are all done as well. He's in as well.
Chris is an OG Patreon member, like the first, I think. So, Chris, big up. Always, not just because of that, but because you're a good friend and a good guy. We need to catch up soon, man. But Chris Peters, always a supporter. We appreciate you, Chris. But yeah, you guys, Ange wants to keep, after Van de Ven to return soon, Ange wants to keep Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. These are both things I had not heard yet, Chris, and I've actually scoured the internet for some news before the show. I had planned on just talking about the upcoming match, but this stuff sounds way more fun. Let me look that up. Let me find out. I do like, guys, while I'm looking this up, as you saw again, Ange Postecoglou, when asked about fifth spot potentially allowing to play Champions League, he responds, I'm not aiming for fifth spot, mate. You got to love the guy. At least I do. Yeah, Jose, had you heard anything? Reddit just crashed on me, but had you heard anything about either of these two points that Chris is bringing up?
Van de Ven, that it was all over X, and that the reports were coming out yesterday that he's already started his comeback on the grass.
Wow. Time flies, I guess, when you're doing other stuff and not just paying attention to football.
But when you're saying on the grass, though, I mean, on the grass, it's difficult to assess what that actually means. Because on the grass, how long does being on the grass then take him to doing full training? Because he's out training on the grass, that doesn't mean he's involved in all the first team activities and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I suppose the saving grace is what are we today? December the 15th. We said we wanted him back by January. That gives him at least 2 weeks on the grass, and then we're into January, aren't we?
Yeah. So, it's crazy. Whenever they said out until January, that seemed like a lifetime to wait, and now it's almost here. This goes to show time is a weird construct.
But then when I said that Benny was on the grass,
yeah,
Benny seemed to appear quite quickly after that, didn't he?
Before he got back on the pitch, you're right.
So I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, that's not going to. I can't give any timelines, but it's good to be on the grass.
Up to everybody in the chat. This goes out to all of our supporters. Amir, instead, the show would not be the same without you guys. So thanks to everyone watching currently and who will be watching either live or on a recording. The show is nothing without you. Make sure that you've liked and subscribed on both channels. Okay, so Guys, my internet is being kind of wonky today, but we're going to power through it. It's all good. It's going to be okay. Occasionally, I might have to just do this, shut the camera off. It seems to fix it every time. But we've got a match today, and we'll get back to Chris's questions or comments or questions. Put a star next to it because we didn't really talk about Ange wanting to keep Pierre. But we have a match today. A match today. Are you excited for the match? Oh, and Wayne Bonner says hello, everyone. Colin and Jose. Hope you're all well and pumped for the 3 points tonight. Come on, you Spurs, Tottenham till I die. Yes, sir. I am all the way ready. I'll be at work during the match, and I seriously considered and am still considering playing hooky, but I don't know if I can get away with it today.
Your scores have been added. So your predictions are in.
Wayne, you're in the books, mate. Is it? Yeah, Chippy. I think it's me, bro. I'm working on it though. I got it going here. I got the cam turned off for a sec. Like I said, usually fixes the problem. But Chippy says, "Come on, you Spurs! Friday night buddy! Come on, you Spurs!" Yeah, absolutely.
And then a kind bit of advice for you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I mean, if I could just get a few more subs here and then get some subscriptions, some super chats, maybe I could just do this full time. Boom, no more job. Then this is my job. That's the dream for everybody, right? But no, we'll try the camera for a second. We'll see if it instantly kills everything again. Nita's got her predictions in too. Nita.
Good afternoon, Nita. How are you, darling? I hope you're well. I hope everything's good. I hope all the stuff that's been going on in the background is sorting itself out for you.
Me too. I don't know what it is, but I hope it's totally over with. Also, everyone, if you notice I'm kind of like suited and booted today, it's because the heat has been officially turned off in this apartment. I am not paying for any more heating bills. So until I move, it is hoodies and blankets. The move is on, though, everybody. Looks like I'll be taking ownership of my new place on the 22nd, but that's not why you came here. You came here to talk football. I have a couple questions about the game today. So are we pretty much as a whole? I mean, I know that Ange can surprise us, and the kind things he said about PEH lately will make me double think this again or give this another thought. But Asar Basuma Kulu midfield incoming. What are you thinking, Jose?
Am I seeing what? Sorry.
Oh, are you seeing Asar Basuma Kulu midfield today?
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I think it picks itself. With Gio being out, the midfield picks itself. Stay well clear of Mr. Skip and Mr. Højbjerg.
I have a bad feeling. I don't know. I agree completely that this midfield here makes the most sense. Like by far and away the most sense. But Højbjerg seems to get game time. I don't know. I don't want it to happen. This is definitely not me saying that that's what I want to happen. But it's my fear, I guess, of what could happen. Chippy is being awfully kind. Chippy says that I'm looking beautiful. Their eyes have seen the glory of the call of White Hart Lane. Nice. You're a very kind person, Chippy. I don't know if my head's going to fit. I got to go through that door over there later, and I don't know if my head's going to fit. Thanks, Chippy. And Jose is pretty too, right? Come on, guys. We got to share the love. Beer Talk's got his points in. No worries, since I'm late. I know. Late. Sorry, guys.
It's not late. It's not late. It's not late.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all. It just means that while the show's going on, because I'm only here for a short time, so while the show's going on, I can put people's predictions in the background as Colin's doing the talking. So
it's perfect. No, it's perfect. Yeah, you are not late, Beer Talk. You are just in time. That this is going to be the midfield that we see. Oh, sorry. Is it cool if I'll put that back up. But we're going to see Asar, Basuma, and Kulu midfield, I think. But it also could very easily be Højbjerg thrown in there. But who would be playing the 10 in that scenario? I don't know. I think we're pretty safe to say Sar, Basuma, and Kulu. But I'd love to know what you guys in the chat have to think. Other than that, I can't talk because we all already know that. But yeah, what are you guys thinking? Højbjerg can't start. Please, he's a super sub, disaster starter. Chippy, you are 100% correct. Couldn't be more correct if you tried. Yeah, 100%. But yeah. And then Jose agreeing that I'm also pretty. You're also. Oh wait, yeah, Chippy. Jose has my vote as a pretty one, but Colin's lovely too. Exactly. Jose, I was trying to tell him you were pretty, but he wasn't having it. You guys, so that is the kind of the, I don't know, basically the midfield that I think we're going to see. But then that brings us to the wings. So we're either going to see a combination of Johnson and Hill on the wings, or we're going to see Sonny on a wing with somebody else starting, in my opinion. I don't feel like – I think that we would start Hill on the wing before we would start Richarlison. I don't know if that's controversial or not, so I'm going to put a banner out. So on the wing, do you guys want to see Richarlison or Hill paired up with Brennan Johnson? That's where I think it kind of gets more tough, is whenever you pick wingers who plays in that attacking spot. But Chippy again saying kind things. Just hide behind that beard. Nice, love it. I'll shave it off if we win today. No, that's not a good enough win. If we win a trophy this season, I'll shave off my beard. And I mean, I usually shave it off like every couple of weeks anyway. So, but yeah, I would definitely give hugs to the family, Chippy. You got it, my man. And then Nina's saying hi. Hopes we're both well. Hey, look, everything's good. Everything's good in Nita's life. We appreciate that. We are happy, Nita. Glad that all is well.
Yeah, there's a blessing being a parent, but what comes with that blessing as well is the worry that we have for our children. So I totally understand, Nita. I'm glad that she's home safe, and I'm glad that you can now be more at ease, which is good. Good to see, good to hear.
Definitely. Rich is in the house. Big up, Rich. We were just talking about the match today, man, and who we thought we were going to see in the midfield. We all reckon that we're going to see Asar, Basuma, and Kulu midfield. And then we were just getting to the wings, but I don't know. Oh, my God, and Daniel E's here. The whole family is just kind of rolling in all at once. Daniel E., good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're staying out of trouble. But yeah. So real quick, Dan and Rich, what do you think about this midfield here? Sar, Basuma, Kulu. Do you think that's the midfield that we're going to be seeing today for today's match? Let us know if you can. We haven't got too much info or too much input, I guess, from the chat today, but that is not a problem. It's a busy day. People probably just have this on listening as they go about their day, and we appreciate that more than you know. But if you want to get involved, let us know what you think about this midfield pairing we're likely to see today. Do you think it's going to be enough to get the job done? Do you expect to see nice, fluid football from them? Yeah, to me, I do. I think it's enough. I think it's a yes. I think it's enough to get the job done. I'm not saying that today will be like a walk in the park. Teams aren't Premier League teams because they're shit. They're Premier League teams because they've obviously made it to the Premier League. They're good teams and can beat anybody on their day. So I think we'll have to be on it. But I think that midfield's got enough. I think, Sar does a lot of that work that we talked about that goes unnoticed, allowing Basuma to really express himself. So I think we're just defensive enough. And I mean, Kulu doesn't mind tracking back and defending a bit himself. Kulu's creative. Sar and Basuma are creative. I think it's a good enough midfield to do it. But I'd like to know what you think. Jose, do you think there's enough steel in that midfield? There's not a real number 6, in my opinion. I would think that Basuma's more of an 8, but that's arguable, I guess.
I think the combination, you can play with 2 8s and a 10. There's so many different combinations and permutations that there are out there. But for me, the 3 that you currently have on your banner would be the 3 that I'm going with all day and every day, and even 5 Sundays in a month. I'm going with that all the way through.
And Rich agrees with, I think, something that you and I have both said. Sar really lifted Basuma, so he thinks that same midfield is what we need. And I agree, Basuma looks 10 times better with Sarr next to him. But I think that means that's not a super great thing to say about Bissouma. Like a truly great player, I think, can play at a great level next to whoever. The fact that he needs someone doing a lot of the work next to him makes him kind of a luxury player. And like, yes, right now that works. And I'm glad. Will it always work? I'm not sure. But anyway, that's another day's conversation. We're excited today. Everything's going to go great. Something that's not so great, though, Daniel E. is not feeling too well at the moment. Daniel, get feeling better, man. It's game day. You know, we need your support. But we're all going to be sending our support to you as well. Everybody, keep Dan on your mind, Daniel. We love you, buddy. Hope you get to feeling better soon. And thanks for being here, even when you don't feel too good, pal. It means a lot to have you here.
Yeah. Hope you feel better, Dan, mate. If you're not feeling well, mate, wish you a speedy recovery. Don't like to see anybody unwell. No. So please, positive thoughts, and hope you get over it as quickly as possible, mate.
Boom, boom, boom. So we've talked about the midfield a little bit now for the match today, and this is for everybody, the guys that have just came in as well. I don't know what happened. I took Spanish Buzz out of here. Come back, Spanish Buzz. There you are. So is it Johnson and Hill on the wings today, you think?
Johnson and Hill?
I mean, I have a suspicion that we'll see Son in the middle, Hill on the left, Johnson on the right, and then we'll see a sub of Richie. But I could be wrong. Richie can start. What do you see as the wingers? And I asked that question a while ago, and some people have already started putting in some comments about it. Chippy, for instance, says Hill, no way. Away day at Salford, mate. Nottingham, Hill's too. Isn't that Salford? Is it Slayford? Is it Slayford?
Hill, no way. No way. Away day at the Sleaford Mods, Nottingham.
Okay. Too soft. Well, we'll see. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. Do you think we're going to see him today, or do you think we'll see front three of Richarlison, Sonny, and Brennan?
Well, seeing that Richarlison is now getting back to fitness, for his physicality, I would definitely have Richarlison starting for definite. And he scored 2 goals. How can you boot a man out who scored 2 goals?
I don't feel like it'd be the first time that it's happened to players at Spurs. Richarlison specifically. I mean, it's never been 2, but yeah, no, I know what you mean. You're right. So if Richarlison starts, everybody, okay, so we can all agree that this is pretty much not going to be what we see on the wings. And I just wanted to get a little bit of discussion started. But do you think that we'll see primarily Sonny on the wing then, and Richarlison? I know they all, to a degree, interchange during the match. You know, wherever there's space, wherever they can, you know, and if one player dribbles into another player's space, they'll kind of take up their space. So do you think that?
I see Richarlison as the pivot, so in playing up front, and I see the 3 behind him being Son, Johnson, Kulu, and the 2 sitting behind them 3 will be Sarr and Biss.
Yeah.
And then you got your back 4. So we're playing a 4-2-3-1 system that can evolve into a 5, or that can evolve to a 3-3. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
yeah.
So a 4-2-3-1 that can then go into a 4-5-1 or into a 4-3-3,
depending on what phase of the.
Depending on what we need.
Yeah. Absolutely, and even multiple switching during multiple times switching the formation up during the same match, just depending on attack versus defensive phase and things like that. That's a really good point. Yeah,
I can see it being fluid, completely fluid. The team with any of Angie's lineups, I can see them being fluid and can be tinkered and changed to adapt depending on what phases we are in the game, on the pitch and in the game. So yeah.
Nita says that Hill may need to play because Lo Celso's out, but Richarlison needs to play. So do you think Hill maybe in the midfield with Giovanni Lo Celso out? I can't see it just because it hasn't really happened before. But I mean, if it was to happen, it would have to start sometime. Some other comments from Adrian. This is way back. Adrian says Mickey Van de Ven could be back against Burnley in the FA Cup Saturday, 6 January 2024.
Which is also backed up by Brian Maguire, who says the same thing.
Nice.
Yeah, so two people are already commenting in it in the comments.
Chibi O'Neill's got his preferred 11 up here too. Looks like fake Poro, Romero, Davies.
Son Richie Beach. It's exactly what I just said. Yeah, this is exactly what I just said. Yeah.
And then well, I'd love to see everybody wishing Dan well, hoping that Daniel E feels better, giving him all kinds of tips. That's the kind of stuff we love to see here on Talking Ball. Like I said, big family atmosphere, good vibes, chill vibes, and that's what we like to have here. But yeah, and then
you've got Rich saying most likely Son Richie and BJ. Steak is saying have to start Richie up front. By the way, Steak, I have your predictions. They're now in. I've got them earlier. I've put them in for you.
Steak. No one. Yeah,
Hill may play because the cell says that, but Richarlison needs to play.
Jose disagrees with you.
Good afternoon, David. Nice
to see you. Hey, Davo. What up, man? Good to see you, bub.
Hi from Leicester, where David lives. Says great to hear that VDB is back in training with the ball on the pitch individually, and we've discussed this earlier to say it's good to see him back, but we don't have a time frame. And
that's an injury you don't want to rush back. Obviously, everybody knows that. He knows that. The medical team know that. But yeah, I mean, that's when you got to be really careful with. As Jose has alluded to in the past, it can become a recurring thing.
But then also, January, today being the 15th of December, January is just over 2 weeks away. We said we'd see him in January. If the FA Cup game is on the 5th of January, that gives him 3 weeks and 3 weeks today, that is. The 5th of January, 3 weeks today. So that gives him 3 weeks to play. So yeah, it could be spot on for us.
Yeah, would be a beautiful thing. We need him back. We need that speed, that kind of savior in the back who can make up for some of the mistakes made by other players at times. And the Beer Talk is kind of saying that same thing. When we get everybody back, we'll be a force to be reckoned with, 100%.
I think we already are a force to be reckoned with, but we'd be an even greater force when we get our players back. There's a lot of people. We're getting a lot of love out there. Not hate. We are getting a lot of love from people. Yeah. And this love reminds me of when Poch was our manager. People used to want to see Tottenham play because the way that Poch set up his teams and stuff like that. And I think we're getting that now with Postecoglou, where the neutral wants to see Tottenham play. The neutral wants to see what Postecoglou is going to do with Tottenham and what they're going to do next. So it's exciting times for us.
Yeah, and I thought it'd be a nice time to put up. Oh, sorry, real quick. Good call. Daniel says Forrest like to play a low block. So sending the middle won't have a lot of joy unless we score early and they have to come out and play a bit, and the block won't be so low. That's a good point. Do you think, Dan, that this should be a shot or not a shot? Sheesh, words. But this should be a match that we're taking a lot of shots. I think so, at least. With the low block teams, I think we need to be letting rip from distance with our players that can score those types of shots. I think you want to unlock a low block defense. You get a goal, and you want to get a goal. You got to put shots on target. So I think we need to kind of step it up with our shots from distance today. We'll see if Postecoglou thinks that himself.
Brian says we are a Romanian centre back from Bologna. I think that's Radu Dragosin, who has been touted that we are looking at. He's a youngster. He's 21. I don't know. That's been.
He sounds like a Russian villain in like a 1980s movie. What's his name again?
Radu Dragosin.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't miss that guy. You know that? Yeah, he's.
It's got Paratici's name all over it. Radu Dragosin.
It does, and also I see a silver suitcase full of cash, a silver briefcase full of cash involved in it somewhere too.
Daniel, okay, mate. I'll wait for you to do your predictions. You've got Nita saying Hill may not be the one to play, but Ange does tinker with the team still, even more so with injuries. True, he does surprise me from time to time.
Yeah, I like that about him.
Chippy's coming in with, when he posted it was 3 hours and 27 minutes to go. Anxiety is kicking in already.
Yeah, I had to have a pre-match Valium. I do that a lot. Sometimes you have to.
David Clark saying, plus Romero's statement that he loves the club and London life, where his son was born, and he will stay here for the rest of his career, and he will stay here after football, and he praised the Spurs fans.
What a G. What a G. He needs to live in Tottenham, though. Then I'll really consider him one of us.
And then Daniel says, I think if we score early, this game could get really peak for Forest. Yeah, we like the lingo.
Nice puns there too. Peak, forest, trees. I like it.
Jose, check your mic on the headset. I think it's off.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good for me. Beer Talk, what are you talking about? What's this nonsense coming out of Arkansas here? Just kidding. We love you, Beer Talk. Love you, bud.
Forest are without their giant centre back and their most dangerous striker. So keep Gibbs White quiet. We win this game.
Well, I mean, you say that like it's an easy thing, but I do think that we have a habit of, not always.
Adrian says that the transfer links regard the white player Samuel Illing Jr. and centre-back Radu Dragosin are gathering legs. Expect early January signings. We hope so, Adrian. We hope so. You've been on here with us before, and we've all said that we want to make sure that the work is happening now and that we're going to get people in early. Imagine the Americans manager.
Yeah, that would be a funny one. We would definitely be a dirty team. That's for sure. I got some didgeridoo music in the background to get everybody hyped up for Postecoglou today. Should be kicking in just a second. It's a little bit of like remixed didgeridoo. You're welcome, everybody, to get us all excited for the football we are about to play. And you know what? I'm changing the background too. We are getting ready to play some beautiful, beautiful football. And under this man right here. Turn this music up a little bit. Hope everybody is excited. Oh, Jose, sorry. I was trying to get everybody pumped up. Wanted to show them. Change the background to the Kangaroos. I got Postecoglou up, and I got some didgeridoo music playing. Chippy O'Neill, though, says a soft spot for Forest and fairness. Mr. Clow? Is that their manager? Clow? Brian Clow?
No, Brian Clough.
Clough. Oh, good thing But anyway, big up to Brian Clough. But I hope we smash your team today, boss. So Jose, the last thing we were talking about when you were gone, just the rumors. Welcoming everybody, talking about the big game today, trying to get everybody all pumped and excited. I'm excited. I mean, anything less than 3 points today, and I'll be devastated isn't the right word. I've learned not to let the result ruin my entire day as it has in the past, or even longer sometimes. All the losses under Conte kind of helps desensitize me maybe a little bit to that, but I just I don't know how. Do you have a feeling anything less than 3 points? Will you be upset as well?
We're getting 3 points. Don't think of anything other. The thoughts. Let's carry on with these thoughts. We're getting 3 points.
Jacob says, WTF, Colin, we'd be a dirty team with Romero as manager. Out with the agenda. He isn't a dirty player. That's a rumor. I feel you. I just feel like so in fairness, I think under any team that plays with an ex-defender as a manager, they're a more dirty team than teams that don't. Defenders know that side of the game a little better than attacking players. I guess I'm not saying Romero's a particularly dirty player, but I don't know. You feel like you learn a lot of those tricks as a defender, and I feel like you would be a fool not to teach your team. But yeah, I do. That was kind of out of pocket of me.
Jacob, do you want to come on for a couple of minutes and say hello?
Yeah, Jacob, more than welcome, man.
Otherwise, you're going to hurt yourself typing because he's typed about 5 different messages here.
He is good. Sorry about that, but Doodleham, Hot Spuds, Chippy, big love, mate. Everybody smash that like button, please. As Beer Talk says, needs more love. Definitely recommends doing it. So David Clark says, after Jacob kind of getting at me for the Romero thing, I feel for the fans because I have been to the city ground in winter, and because it's next to the River Trent, it will be freezing. Trust me. Trust, bruv. I trust. Yeah, I bet it will be. I bet teams use that kind of thing to their advantage. They'll be well used to that cold. our team won't be. So that's one thing. Hopefully we get there nice and early, get our bodies warmed up, get our muscles warmed up. Jose, does that make you at all afraid for the match? The fact that they're going to be used to playing in this cold and we're not. Boom! Can't wait. Maybe we can see Chewy. Oh, okay. I thought you had the stream bar, but yeah, I'll text you the link, brother.
I'll be walking the dog.
Oh.
Let me go back to these comments again. Chris Peters is saying, agent confirms Tottenham have made contact for Serie A star amid Prem Dream Radu Dragusin.
Doesn't that sound like a bad guy in like a 1980s movie when things were like kind of racist that direction? We didn't like the Russians in the 80s apparently. U.S. at least. Russians are great. I love the Russians, but just saying.
It sounds very
everyone.
It sounds very Rocky, doesn't it?
Ivan
Drago.
Yeah, exactly.
When he says, "I will break you."
Exactly what it sounds like, or something from like even like a Die Hard. Who is the bad guy in that movie? Hans Gruber.
That's it. At the Nakatomi Towers. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yes. This guy fits right in. But yeah, it will be cold. David says, and I wonder if Forest are going to use that to their advantage. I mean, like, of course they will. They train near it. Do you think that that'll be significant enough that it'll cause us any problems, Jose?
No, it's going to be the fair weather. It'll be fair for both teams.
True. Very true. Brian Clough, Forest legend. Football lost a great man. I didn't know he passed when I was speaking of him earlier, so forgive me. What happened to him? Was it just old age? Was he an older guy?
I've passed so long ago now.
Oh, so I was speaking about him as if he was alive a couple minutes ago. So sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, you never answered my question, Jose. Oh, you did. You did actually about the cold. Okay, hold on. There's more comments in here. Quite a few. Big Ash is getting some love. Big up Ash, says Chippy. We all agree. Big up Ash. Hold on. Chippy must have said something here. He's sneaky, and you know he is. He's housery, mate. And then Jacob follows up with, but that doesn't make him dirty. It's cheeky. It's housery, but not dirty. He's never hurt another player with a challenge. Only hurt himself. If he's dirty, he's hurting fuckers every week, in my opinion. Yeah, I get you. He'd be doing like a Charlie Adam type deal. Like he was a dirty player. No, I get what you're saying. He just throws himself in that challenges sometimes that like seems unnecessarily risky. I think that's what everybody's talking about more than he is a dirty player. Daniel E though with his predictions, did you? Yep.
I've just logged them all in. Dan, you're in, mate, for the week.
Man, Jose is the best, everybody. Round of applause again for Jose, making sure we all get our predictions in and making sure they're all in the table. He's a good dude. Jose, we love you. Getting in challenges passively doesn't work. You have to push the envelope. He ain't dirty. Beer talk. I mean, yeah, you guys are right. I played as a defender for a while too, and you got to ride that line, ride the lightning. And if you don't, you're not a good defender. And if you play with fear, you're not a good defender. That's why I always hated playing on a yellow card. And I would just sometimes I got the red because you just can't change your game. And you know what I mean. I don't know. You get targeted with yellows. It sucks. But Lisa O is here. Hola, señorita.
Buenas tardes, chica. ¿Cómo está todo? Ojalá todo está bien. Vamos el Tottenham.
Vamos.
I mean, Alexander Hilton is saying, yeah, sounds like Bond villain.
Yeah.
Sounds like Die Hard again.
I'm getting Jacob that link right now, so you're in charge, buddy.
The scores, but I have a feeling that Porro will score for us tonight.
Hell yeah. I think we're getting a penalty tonight. I'm going to put money on that.
And we're getting lots of love for the Die Hard movie. Ash has chipped in with Hans Gruber. Die Hard is the best Christmas movie.
Hell yeah, Ash, you get it. Hell yeah.
Chippy or Napoli is Hey Russians. Remember arse shaving, like doing a flash in the pan.
Yeah, he looked fucking awesome for a year or so.
Right, Smithy. So this is a message for Smithy and Who's News because I can see Who's News is here. Big up to you both. If you want to get your predictions in, post them in the chat now, and I will add them to it.
He got your backs, guys. So let him help you. Help him help you.
No, it's the fans I mentioned with the cold, not the players. Okay, fair enough. Adrian's coming in with Colin. Radu Dragusin sounds more like a James Bond villain.
Okay, I can see it.
And who's news? Who's our resident scout here at Talk and Ball is Dragusin's smart tactical movements, a good man marker, and strong one-on-one. He shields the ball well. Good long and short passing, aerial duels from goal kicks, wins second ball, combination plays, and where to be to create angles, keeping possession.
Shit, who's news? You like he was like you said, is there a resident scout on it with this one?
And good afternoon, Quez Ali. Nice to see you. And Quez Ali has come in with saying that he thinks it's 3-0 and Kuti, Sonny, and Deki will score the goals.
Damn.
So,
all right, cool. I'll take it.
It's a good prediction, Quez Ali. And then you have Chipio Napoli saying, I've got to be honest, I always stuck studs in on first tackle, but that was in the 80s.
Well, I mean, yeah, you do that first tackle, you might get your card. The ref might let it go because it's the beginning of the match, and then the player knows not to mess with you, that he can't come down your side easily. Yeah, man, I feel that. I remember those days. I miss playing soccer so bad. I got to get back into coaching. I used to coach. I've never coached above like to 12-year-old level, but it's always so much fun. It's like playing chess with people.
We've got 2 superstars to add.
Bring them in. They can both bring themselves in. I forgot.
Why can't I bring them in?
Oh, it's because of the way the camera was. There's everybody.
Look who it is.
Look what the cat dragged in is more like it. But what is up? How's it going, Jacob? How's it going, Ash?
Look. Hey.
Chewy!
Chewy's here.
Take the banner off, Colin.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Can you take the banner off? It should just be...
Okay,
1 second.
So we can see Chewy. There we are. Look,
There he
Chewy.
Chewy!
Oh my god. We
It's
all lost.
lovely.
We should all just go away now. Chewy's the center of attention.
He's lovely.
There he is. He's the good luck savior tonight.
Come on, Chewy. I got my lucky hat ready for tonight. I'm not wearing it yet. I can't put it on until the game starts. But my hat was signed by some Spurs players, and then I have a lucky kit I'm wearing. I'm ready. I got all the luck out for tonight.
I ain't got none of that. I just got this droopy beanie.
Heck yeah, dude. Droopy Beanie. That's a
What's
good
up,
band name.
Ash?
Hey, Jacob.
Good to share
I
the screen with
finally
you. This
meet
is the
you in
first time, I
person.
think. Big up.
Whoa,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is the first time you guys have shared the screen? What? I know you guys know each other already, but that's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Big
Yeah.
up.
Big up to you both.
Look, so Colin, I had to call in. You like that? I had
Oh,
to
yeah.
Call in.
Colin.
Call in.
Yes.
Because Romero is not a dirty player. Look, this is what rival fans want you to think. This is what the media, Spurs fans who actually have agendas against Spurs players, they all want you to think he's dirty. I tell you, when you look at an actual dirty player like Matty Cash, how many players has he injured on Tottenham alone? And you look at players like that, and you compare players. Romero just gives little, hey, how you doing? I'm here. Nice to see you. You know what I mean?
What about his tackle? So you don't think his tackle against?
We're getting to a point where we're trying to get away from that aspect of the game because, player safety. I could give a damn about homie's ankles. Let Romero take the ball. And you know what? If he's too clumsy, he gets carded, just like he was last week. If he gets a little extracurricular, it's his job to be obviously a little more cleaner, but by no means is he a dirty player. And Colin, I heard you say if he was our manager, we'd have a team full of dirty players. I was like, I cannot let this agenda stand.
But if you think about it, I didn't say that Romero was dirty. I just think that he would coach his team to be dirty.
Well, what would make you say that, Colin? If he would, because that would mean you believe him to be dirty. Because you
No,
wouldn't say
I think that he
you told him
enjoys
to
that
be
part of the
saint and you
game.
didn't think he was a saint, right? You
He
would say,
I
"Oh,
think he enjoys that part of the game. I call it dirty, but you were talking about it. He goes in with a little extra like oomph sometimes.
a little smooch,
And I think-
smooch. What's wrong
yeah,
with a smooch?
I guess dirty was the wrong word, but you know what I mean. We definitely wouldn't shy out. We
a
would.
little bit, yeah.
A
But
bit.
I
We
take-
would- we
I
wouldn't
take
shy out
offense to it.
tackles.
It's like when someone says Son lost his pace. No, he didn't. He
I don't
lost-
mean it in any kind of malicious way. So I apologize about that. I don't mean it in any kind of a
You
bad way.
apologize to Kuti, not to me.
Well, he's probably getting ready for a match. I doubt he's watching this, but
He might be tuning into Talking Ball right now, though.
Jose, hurry, say
Thumbs
something
up
in
for the
Spanish.
match.
Say Rosario Romero in Spanish.
Perdona, Romero, perdona.
Hopefully we're good.
Say perdona. You could also say lo siento Máximo Cuti Romero. Lo siento.
Lo siento, Máximo Cuti Romero. Cuti Romero.
There you go.
Eso es,
Cuti Romero.
eso es suramericano, no es castellano, hostia. Yo hablo castellano.
Look, it's Chewy, the deaf dog. I know. My cats would love to be on camera right now. I have them locked away. But yeah. So, guys, while I got Jacob here and Ash, while you're here now, of course, do you think that midfield three pairing that I had up earlier is going to be it? Sar, Basuma, Kulu? Is that what you're expecting to see?
Yeah, same midfield.
Nice. I hope you're right. 100%. And then I was going to say I did this to kind of rile people up, but I said Johnson and Hill on the wings, but it'll probably be Johnson and Sonny on the wings with Richarlison in the middle, right?
That's what I think. Yeah, I think it was very effective last week. Richarlison got the brace. You kind of have to reward the guy, right? Go out there, do it again. One game, like I say with Lo Celso, one good game doesn't erase the years of not good. And then while it may just be 1 year of not good. But one good game, one good brace doesn't erase that. I think he knows that. So go out there and do it again. Give me 9 more of those in a row. I'll start talking nicely.
2 more in a row. Sheesh. I'm easy. I'm an easy date, cheap date. Just give me 2 more of those, and I'll start talking to you nicely. But Ash, what do you think? You think that's the front three that we'll see? Sonny on the left, Richarlison in the middle, and then on the right, Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, I gotta see Johnson score against Forest. So there ain't no way that Johnson's not starting on the right. It's gonna be Sonny,
Yes.
Richie, Johnson. That's the way it's going down. And I want to go back to the QT thing. QT Romero is Swifty. Swifties don't know anyway, but like full high octane, let's go for it. Okay, so that's the way QT Romero is built. All Swifties are built like that. So.
That's true. Jose, what's your opinion on Romero? Do you think he's too wild? Do you think he's too much of a risk? Or do you think he plays right on that line that he needs to play on to be effective?
I think Romero's the governor, mate. I mean, and the thing is, he knows he's the governor, so he acts like the governor. And he is, for all intents and purposes, he is a world champion, and he acts and plays like one.
I like that.
100%.
Jose left it up for interpretation. He didn't say definitive. That's a very political answer there, Jose. He's like, I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. He plays like a World Cup winner, so whatever that means to you, that's what he's playing like, which is true. I agree with you, Jose. I think his play, bro, look at the facts. When him and Mickey Van de Ven were playing together, they were arguably one of the most dynamic duos from the jump. Mickey Van de Ven spoke about the relationship him and Romero were building, which was one that he says, I'm very calm and not very boisterous. He's not, but we both bring, he said, I bring a calmness to Romero. Romero brings an aggressiveness out of me. And for me, I think that speaks the most volumes because you have to have that, man. You got to have a guy who's willing to go out there and, get himself hurt, put himself on the line to rescue the team. And then a guy like Mickey Van de Ven who will keep him calm as well. And look, I just think, the Chelsea matches that, hey, Romero, you got to cool it a little bit that Chelsea match. You play a little bit cleaner there. I know he was trying to clear the ball, but you play a little cleaner there, you get to see that match out. So, yeah, he's got mistakes, but everyone has mistakes, right? Sonny makes mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, bro. No one's perfect. So Romero's mistakes, I think the benefits that he brings outweigh the mistakes that he's gonna make, and he's gonna make. But again, it's overplayed. This whole Romero's a red card. Oh, that's a Romero challenge. Like, bro, I was playing FIFA last night, and everyone was like, someone got sent off with a straight red. They're like, look at that Romero, and it's like.
I mean, unfortunately, he's gonna have a reputation though now,
He
and
has just as many red cards this year as Virgil van Dijk, someone who everyone gets the knee pads out for.
Right, I know, man, and I'm not saying this is a good thing or what should happen, but admit it, right? Like now he's got a target on his back, and referees aren't going to let him have the benefit of the doubt and shit.
Yeah,
I think
he's the same reason why Richarlison, whenever he falls over in the box, whether it's a foul or not, they don't.
Yeah, you're allowed to fucking fall. Like it's not illegal to fall down. I hate that shit. Sorry for my language to everyone. I'm trying to keep it more PG-13. So but you know what I mean though. Every time you fall now, it's a simulation foul. You know they whistle for simulation. When can I not trip over myself and fall? We all saw Højbjerg do it the other day. It happens. It happens.
It's a little different. No one touched him on that.
Yeah, I guess I'm the only clumsy one in here. You get your feet tangled up a bit, you fall. Everybody, please like and sub on both channels, Talking Ball and on LTEL Cockrell. As I put here, guys, this is a dual stream, so please make sure you've liked and subscribed to both and watch whichever one makes you happiest. No worries on that. Just make sure you're supporting content creators. Jacob here has a channel, United Spurs of America. We've got Ash P in the building, of course. Obviously, you all know. She's got a show tomorrow, Talking Ball. Ash P on the Talking Ball team. So glad to have you. And the show tomorrow is going to be a special one, everybody. It's going to be in Hindi, a little bit of English sprinkled in there, but it'll be a lot of fun. And she's got an awesome guest. We'll talk more about that later. But please make sure you're supporting all Spurs content creators. We take time out of our day and our lives to do this. And while we have fun, we do it for you guys too. And long may it all continue.
I just had Lee Smithy Smith and Who's News. I've got your results, your predictions, and I've locked them in. So you're good.
Jose, I'm gonna text you mine right now.
Fantastic, thanks, Jacob.
I saw your text yesterday. I was in the middle of making a Lee Gunner meme when you sent it, so I was a little caught up. That guy, man.
And we've got Tom Markkinen's here.
What's up, Tom? Big up, Tom Markkinen. I haven't seen you in a minute.
If you want to put your predictions in, because you entered it a couple of weeks ago, if you want to put your predictions in, Tom, just put them here on the chat and I'll enter them for you.
Boom. Tom, big up, dude.
And sorry, I've just got a Jay Ashraf. So nice to have you, Jay Ashraf.
Big up, Jay.
Is there any potential loan swap between Lo Celso and Rafinha? For me, Barcelona will do everything they can to avoid making any payments on any transfer dealings that they've got because they haven't got the money. So if they are really serious about coming in for Lo Celso, their serious may not be Tottenham serious. So their serious is that they could throw someone in on a loan swap, but Tottenham serious for me is if they wanted to get rid of Lo Celso, then we would be looking for money, and I don't believe Barcelona have any money.
Boom.
All right, y'all. I gotta get back to my thing. I'm gonna keep listening to the show. Everyone who's listening right now, make sure you are liking and subscribing, or you are a bozo.
Bozos. Don't be a bozo. Hey, thanks, Jacob. Big love, dog. See you later, man.
Bye, Chewy.
Bye, Chewy.
Bye, Chewy. Bye, Jacob. See you guys soon.
See you later. Right, and you've got Ash. Ash is being asked some questions about what time are we on UK time and what time are we on Indian time. So we'll explain that to people.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to catch up with the chat. Sorry, I'm just going to catch up with the chat quickly. Romero doesn't know how to tackle cleanly. Doesn't matter how big his balls are. His brains has to be bigger. That's what Dave Clark says. Quez Ali is saying Romero is a sweet man and this agenda must stop.
What's up, Quez? Quez Ali. What a cool name. Nice to have you here, dude.
Who's News? There are some things Dragusin can improve, but at 21, you'd expect that. Yes, the ceiling at that age could be sky high.
Massive.
Quez Ali, the same thing. Oh, sorry, it's the same thing again. Daniel Lee, how is saying Romero needs to chill having an agenda when a player risks my team with matches? With his stupidity at the time, it would always be club over player for me. Sorry. And like I said, that's a fair opinion, and everyone's entitled to it. Chippy O'Neill says Romero's Freddy Krueger. He hunts all in their dreams. He's your worst nightmare.
Yes.
And then we have good afternoon, Tottenham Mum. Good afternoon, Tottenham Mum said that would be the best 3 we can use. I think we were talking about the midfielders.
Yep, that's correct. No,
I didn't see this. It's Tom Markinen saying, "Hey friends."
Big up, Tom Markinen. Good to have you here, homie.
You have David Clark saying, "Same team, same formation, same tactics, same winning performance. Come on, you Spurs."
Let's keep a clean sheet this time, though.
And cheers, Ash, to your good health. That 3 hours and 8 minutes to a lift off, said Chippy O'Neill. I've got Chris Peter saying, "My Puerto Rican wife says your Spanish is good." Well, I certainly hope so, because I've been on this earth and the first words I uttered were Spanish. So if I can't speak Castilian Spanish now, I never will. You've got Adrian Straker saying the substitute bench will be interesting. Chippy O'Neill, Chris Peters, Jose's bluffing. He's really a Portugueser. No, please do not swear at me. I'm Spanish. I'm not Portuguese.
We'll have to see the passport.
Yeah, well, I haven't got. I'll tell you what, I haven't got a Brazilian one. That's for definite. Right, Romero's not wired correctly. I was an electrician for 50 years, so I should know.
Get him fixed. Get him fixed, David. Shit.
And you've got, sorry, Tom Markman. Only caveat I have for Romero: if Enoch is ambitious enough,
truly ambitious
enough to bring in another top quality centre back, it might stop Romero playing dangerous too often. And then if not, we've got a replacement.
True, maybe it would make him like calm down and realize that his place in the team depends on his play.
And Chris Peters is hoping that nobody gets that yellow card tonight, the people that are on 4s.
Right.
Come on, guys, smash the like button and help both channels out if you can possibly. That would be really nice of you. It's free. It costs you nothing at all.
Please, guys.
David Clark says none of Romero's red cards were the result of saving his team. They were a detriment for his team. I don't show any sentimentality to any player. I say what is obvious to me and most fans.
Big up, David.
Beer Talk is, if I was told that if you hit the like, Romero is the GOAT.
I lied. No, I'm just kidding.
Chris Peters is saying, Jose, are you going to show the latest position, points and table for the predictions? We can do.
Yeah, okay.
Beer Talk saying Højbjerg wants out. If the rumor is the rumor.
Go now.
Yeah. Well, Ash, tell us how you really feel.
Chippy saying she agrees. I'm nearly caught in an ashes. It's all going to be ashes. You got Chippy O'Neill saying Coys. Lisa was saying big up to Jacob and Chewy. David Clark was saying a line from the famous song regarding Romero. You don't have to fight to be a man.
David Clark, that song ends with fighting, so I kind of takes away from that point. I'm guessing it's the Kenny Rogers song.
The fact that you know that Kenny Rogers song is amazing. You're a cool person, Ash. You know lots of stuff.
Nick Brown is saying evening all. Buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenos dias. Nick Brown, I hope you are well. Chippy O'Neill is going, we are winning 3-0 tonight. Big up Chippy O'Neill.
Hell yeah, Chippy.
I hope that's the case. Cole just said, let me see that passport. Okay. And Beer Talk says, smash the like if you want to hear Jose speak more Spanish.
That is true. Well, let me see how many likes we're at right now, and we'll see how many more we have to get for some more Spanish.
Well, my name is now, we're now known as Woody and Spanish Buzz, aren't we? So
we are.
David Clark says, no, I think David should keep a taser down his shorts to give Romero a buzz if he sees eyes light up.
So, guys, it shows I'm on 22 likes right now on Talking Ball. If we can get that to 25, we'll have Jose speak some more Spanish and teach us how to say some bad words even.
We should be able to get to 30 quite comfortably. Right, Jay Ashraf is asking, Ash, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the best kind of grape juice. Red wine.
Adult grape juice. Nice. Do you have a brand of red wine that you like? Is there a brand that you buy? Can I look it up and find it online?
I I drink Indian brand, so you wouldn't really find it anywhere else.
He said, but he'll look it up. He wants to look it up, Ash. You tell him the name and he'll look it up because he wants to look it up.
Oh, just put it in the private chat. If you can put the name of it in Hindi in the private chat, I'll just Google it. Yeah, I just want to find some so we can I'll order it from far away and we can be drinking the same wine. It'd be fun.
The beer talker's coming back to you. Ash, look, he says, Ash, you gained a lot of points with me knowing that song.
Dude, beer talk's the man. You saying you like country music? I interrupted you. Sorry.
Yeah, I like some of it. Like,
why y'all call me Chippy O'Neill? Like my grandparents got labelled Napoli when they landed in Aussie after the war. Chippy O'Napoli or Napoli.
I've been saying O'Neill the entire time. Sorry, it shows that
I haven't. I know how to say Napoli. Napoli.
I've been there. If that helps, if that counts for anything, I've been to Naples.
And then you got Chippy O'Napoli saying red vine wine only fine for our Ash.
Exactly.
That, my people, is me caught up with the chat. So over to you guys. Shall we go to Ash first before we do?
Yeah.
Let's go to
definitely.
Ash.
All right, let's do it.
Can you show Ash?
Yeah, I need to get some junk off the screen so nothing's in the way. And Ash, you know what time it is. Time spotlight on you.
so
tomorrow.
If you can, please join me for our show tomorrow, 12 o'clock UK time, 6:30, 18:30. That is Indian time. If you know Hindi, please join us. It'll be great fun. If you don't know Hindi, you can still come. Maybe you'll understand some of it. Maybe, who knows? If you don't, it'll still be funny to see me make a fool of myself. And we have a guest coming on with us, South Stand View, who's part of India Spurs and who helped organize Get Ledley and Aussie to India. So some great memories there. It'll be lots of fun. So please join us. It'll be great.
Boom, nailed it. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. You're natural already, Ash. It's going to be a good show. So yeah, everybody tune in. If you don't, you'll be sad that you missed it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, everybody, please support Ash. It's her debut. It's something she's looked forward to. It's something that she's created with us, and it's a vision that she had, and we're happy to facilitate this for her. So please, all support Ash. It means a hell of a lot to Ash. And
Ash is just badass. So just join in. Yeah. She's a cool chick. So again, nice to have you with us. Show's gonna be great. But yeah, let's see what else we got here.
You got can you just bring up the predictions table? I think Chris Peters.
Yeah, for sure I can.
I don't know why I haven't seen this. Cole looks like one of my favorite singers, Tyler Childers.
I have to look him up. I'm not sure. No, I'm not super familiar. I think it's like new good country is what they like country music, but it's not. I don't know. Some country music's bad, but this guy's supposed to be good, like authentic. I think.
There's a lot of stuff about music now. We've gone into music and into drink. So we've now. Let me just talk about this first, then I can go back to the music and drink. So. Chris Peters, you asked for the league table. That's the league table as it currently stands at the moment before we go into this week's fixtures. I will say that at the moment I have predictions from. I have predictions from. So there's 39 places at the moment, and I have predictions so far from 25 people have given me their predictions. So if you are here and you haven't given me your predictions yet, you're more than welcome to do so. And that, at the moment, I can see that Tom Markinen is around. If he's still about, he's able to give them to me. Anyone that's new is able to enter as well. It's the points are quite easy. They're quite quick. You can catch up with the points. At the moment, it's 3 points for an absolute correct prediction. But if you get the correct winning team or the correct draw, but you don't get the correct result, you get a point. And the absolute correct prediction scores you 3. So 10 games, there are 30 points up for grabs. So if you get 10 correct predictions, then not only do you get 30 points, but then you should be putting a bet on in the betting office because you'd earn millions from it if you could get all 10 correct. But there we go. So that's the catch up with that. And then going to the music and the drink and that, you've got right. So it starts here. Is it to start here? No, it starts with David Clark. David Clark says that song shows his dad died in prison. and he would have been hung for killing 3 men. That's the story.
Damn,
Chris
that's pretty
Peters-
raw.
Chris Peters is saying, red wine goes straight to my head. Name the original singer. So basically,
I've actually only heard the Neil Diamond cover, so I don't actually know. But I see in the chat that it's UB40, so I haven't. Clearly, I need to do my music.
UB40 sang Red Wine either in the late 70s or early 80s.
But the fact that you got the cover though is impressive, man.
But Red Wine was.
I got the Neil Diamond cover several times. That's the popular one, right? Like that's what everyone knows.
Yeah. But the Red Wine one that was done by UB40. UB40 is actually a name of a benefit claim form that used to be back in the day. And it used to be UB40 was a benefit claim form. They named themselves because they were all out of work youngsters. I believe in Birmingham they were from UB40, and that's what they named their group. And they had quite popular success in the 70s and 80s here in England.
That's awesome. Go UB40.
So then you've got what's this one say? Ash, have you ever drunk honeybees? That
No, I
brandy is a
haven't.
real hangover. I would never go there
say
without
that.
drinking again. No,
No, I'm not much of a brandy drinker. I prefer like it's Christmas time, I like a mulled wine or a hot toddy. That's nice. But brandy, not so much. Like just brandy on its own, not so much.
and you got
I get that.
so no UB40. UB40 sang it later. So the original was in 1967, and the original was Neil Diamond.
Oh wow, okay, you got it right.
Chippy O'Napoli says, I like 1915's Jamaican ska. Fantastic. That is doing my name. Who was it? I know I've got it on vinyl somewhere. Oh, who did that scratching? Someone scratched the LP there. Oh, Colin, it's your mic. All you can hear is interference. Tom Markham, predictions coming, but what time you start for future reference? We start the show at 4 o'clock, Tom, but because tonight is, we start the shows at 4 o'clock and predictions usually take place on a Friday, which is today, but because there's an early game and we happen to be the early game, I don't have a long time to get all the predictions in. So therefore, we've been accepting the predictions. As people have been putting the results in, we've been then putting the predictions into our table. So at the moment, I currently have 25 people who've put predictions in. So I did see that you're here, Tom. I saw that What's the Point was around, and Jacob's already going to message them to me. So anyone else that wants to enter, even people that want to enter new, your chances to do it now before I shoot off. If not, if you can't do it now, then please leave them in the after we finish. If you leave them on the video, make your comments on playback or whatever. I can pick them all up from there. You've got Tottenham. I'm saying, I always wondered where UB40 got the name from. Yeah, as I said, it was a name of a claim. It was a name of a benefit form for where unemployed people would claim benefits, and it was called the UB40 form. So that's where you get. Chippy O'Napoli says UB40 were Brummies, Peaky Blinders. Yeah, they were from Birmingham.
Hey.
Chris Peters, to educate more, says Red Wine is a song originally written, performed and recorded by American singer Neil Diamond in 1967 that appears on his second studio album, Just For You.
Chris is a resident music man in the house. Big up Chris Peters.
Someone scratching the UB version. That was you earlier, Colin. Ash, what's the drinking age in India?
So it's different in different states. It's state laws. So it's 25 in some states and 21 in other states. But like in Goa, it's 7. I don't know. Goa is just one of those places where like kids are sort of brought up on alcohol.
Yeah, but it's a party. But isn't Goa an island?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, so everyone's Catholic. So Goa is one of those places in the country where there's a lot of like Christians, and most of them are Catholic. So it's kind of like Ireland in that sense.
Okay, fair enough. What's the area in India where there's a lot of Catholics? There's an area in India where there's a lot of Catholics.
Kerala.
Kerala, that's it. Yeah. because
That's where Thomas the Apostle first landed in the 4th century AD. So
Yeah.
they have older Catholics than in the UK, for example.
we have a big Kerala community here where I live in England. There's a big Kerala
Yes.
community here. So that's a question. That was a question for Ash. Then David Clark is saying, "Oops, I just lost it because it was come up. I haven't touched a drop of alcohol since the 31st of December 2018. Vertigo caused through other symptoms. Saved me a lot of money."
Hell yeah, it does, man. Good on you. Anybody who wants to, stops doing that
Yeah.
type of thing gets all the respect in the world from me.
Senor
Love
Beer
it.
Talk is saying, "Jose, just cancel all of the other predictions. Mine are correct."
Well, I love his confidence or her confidence.
It's a he. Yeah, beer talk.
And then Chippy Napoli saying, "South India or East Coast?" I think Chennai.
Yeah, it's South Kerala, South India. Yeah, it's all across the the western coast, not east coast, west coast.
See, here on Talk and Ball, we talk Tottenham, we talk other football, and we talk about big girls and big boy things. It's all good. It's all good. It's all educational. It teaches all of us. And I'm sure that tomorrow's show will also teach a lot of us a hell of a lot of things.
Yes. I cannot wait. I've already got my alarm set, Ash. I'll get up and get ready. It's going to be a good one. It's
So
going to be a good one.
Chippy Napoli's telling Chris Peters, "I know what I'm going to do between now and the game, and that is have a beer and listen to some old school ska."
I'm gonna work, and I just looked at my schedule. Sometimes for work, I'm on chats, so I don't have to talk to people. I work on like phone tech support. Sometimes I'm on chats. Today, I'm on phones the whole day, so I have to have the game on silent in the background, and I have to sneakily watch it. It's gonna suck. Part of me wants to like hold off and record it and wait, but I know that I'll accidentally see the score on my phone or something. You know what I mean? So I'll just half watch it. But lucky you, Chirpy. Is it Chirpy that's doing that? Yeah, lucky you, Chirpy.
And Tom's saying, "I've been to Goa, had an amazing, memorable time. To go India, other places is definitely on my bucket list." And you've got.
You should travel by
Chippy
train. I
Napoli
heard
saying-
traveling by train's awesome.
Chippy Napoli saying, "Cultural learnings of idiots abroad." And Beer Talk saying, "We have enough Indian and Vietnamese Catholics that we have specific masses for those languages." And
Dang.
he also says, "My wife is Vietnamese."
Oh, see, hashtag the more you know. That's awesome. It's funny you're from India. I'm from Indiana. Just a couple more letters difference. That's all. It's almost the same.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean, also y'all got. I mean, the India kind of came from some geographical stupidity to begin with. So,
Right.
because
Do you know what I like, Colin?
for
I like the way Ash says "Jarl." She says it brilliantly. She says it like that.
You're good. You got it.
She said,
You
"I like the way
you.
Jarl." She said, "I like the way Jarl." She said it. She just fits it in seamlessly every time she talks.
It works perfectly. It's perfect.
So you got Tom
And,
Markin saying Goa Trance is and was fantastic. That's
Yeah, it's great.
obviously music. Chippy Napoli says, the specials. Now I've got that tune in my head. You know too much too young. So he's speaking to Chris Peters. And then you've got David Clark. As a 12-year-old born in Harlow, Essex, I played table tennis with Eusebio and the Portuguese squad in the 1966 World Cup
Oh,
finals.
that's crazy.
I was picked out in a raffle at school, which was opposite their motel. Fantastic.
Bro,
Fantastic.
that is freaking nuts. Absolutely fantastic. I'm super jealous.
And Beer Talk is flying in with Jarl is the best word in the English language. And look who's just here.
Exactly.
Hey, Rakesh.
Rakesh, my dude. What is
Rakesh.
up? Rakesh, are you feeling confident for a win today, my man? Let us know.
So the message is now for Rakesh as well. Because Rakesh, what's the point? And Tom Markin are possibly in the show. And if the three of you are in the show and anybody new that wants to join, get your predictions in and I will get them added to the list. And if you don't get them in now, put them in at the end of the show on the comments and I will add them in. They have to be in before the first ball is kicked tonight with Tottenham's match. And now I'm going to leave you for a second and let you carry on talking for a second. Hold on.
You got it. So Chippy's saying, rowdy it up, Friday Night Football, smash the booze down, y'all, and come on, you Spurs. Ash, you're going to have to take that one for me. I've got the energy drink, getting ready for work. but no booze yet. Yeah, so you like a little bit of red wine. Who doesn't? Red wine is the best. Red wine hangovers though, bad news. Those are
Oh.
hard.
Yeah, I weirdly don't get that many hangovers. The only thing that gives me hangovers is vodka, so I avoid it like
Oh
the plague.
yeah, vodka is. That's all my wife likes to drink. Really.
She drinks seamlessly. She does not stop drinking. She has a drip full of alcohol. She drinks all the time. But you wouldn't know this because she is a professional.
That's very true. Yeah. The red wine is a good choice though. Nice sipping, feels classy. You get to have a nice glass. Yeah, I like to go places like the bar and order a glass of wine just to see people's faces. Like where I live, it's all like dive bars and like burly dudes drinking their like Bush Light, and I'm like, I'll have whatever red wine that you have, please. So it's always funny. It's always funny to get those looks. But Rakesh has hit me with his score prediction for tonight. 4-0 to the good guys. 2 goals for Richie, 1 for Kulu. Oh wait, it's 2 goals for Sonny. I can't read. 1 for Richie, 1 for Kulu. Rakesh, I hope you are right, my man. Should be saying that Jose's giving him nightmares. That voice is going to be in his head. I love it.
When it came on, I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, who? Nita saying hi to Rakesh. All the love there. I've also shook hands with Sir Tom Finney. As a young apprentice electrician, I was on site and Tom owned a false ceiling company. He came on site and I went up to him and shook his hand. False ceiling, is that like those drop ceilings where you have like the panels? Is that what a false ceiling is, first of all? And second of all,
what it is.
Awesome. And do you know who Sir Tom Finney is? I'm about to Google it because I don't know.
Yeah, he was a winger.
You're awesome. Oh my God, you're so smart.
I don't remember like which club, but I know he was a footballer. And he was a winger.
Preston North End, and England national team. Crazy. You're real smart. You got a lot of football knowledge. I really appreciate that. That's awesome.
I think it just accrues over time. These things you just like collect these random facts, and over time they come good.
Yeah, see, that's great though. I mean, there's a reason, that we've got these brains capable of holding terabytes worth of information. Just accumulating those facts for sure, 100%. Beer Talk's asking if I'm in the redneck part of Indiana. You bet your ass that I am. It is really hard not to turn into a redneck myself, being surrounded. Kentucky, so I'm in Evansville, Indiana, if you want to look that up on the map. But Kentucky is literally 5 minutes away. Illinois is about 12 minutes away.
I used to watch this comedy thing called The Middle. I think it was called
The
Middle.
Based in Indiana. Yeah. A specific town, not far from me either. It's based in a town about a half hour away called Jasper, Indiana. And then my mom's coming in saying, "Isn't all of Indiana redneck?" Yes, you were right there, Ma. So.
Is your mom not from Indiana?
No, she is. She is too. She's lived in the same town too forever. Beer Talk's been to Evansville. Next time you're here, hit me up. I'm starting an unofficial Evansville Spurs because I don't have the members for like an actual one yet. But you need to come and hang out next time you're in Evansville. Julie, my mama, saying Parks and Rec. If you've seen that show, it's also based in Indiana.
I love Parks and Rec. It was a great show.
Indiana. The first American Spurs fan I ever met lives in Indiana, says Tom. That's crazy. Indiana's not a big place either. I wouldn't presume there were that many Spurs fans here. But Daniel E is wondering seriously, how in the hell did you know who Sir Tom Finney was? He's really impressed. Nice job, Ash.
Ash knows everything. The only people
she's not a pretend football fan. She is for real.
The only people that we have on our show and presenting Talkable are people that know what they're talking about. And Ash is no different. Ash knows what she knows. She knows everything. Hence why we're looking forward to Ash educating us from now on. As soon as she does her shows, she will educating us all. So Ash is very, 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 very knowledgeable. So Can I just say, I'll just chip back in because I saw Tom Markinen. You said that you'd done your scores above. There's no scores there, my friend. What I was talking about is the league that you entered a couple of weeks ago where you gave us your predictions for the whole weekend, like all 10 games. So that's what I was referring to. Back to you two guys.
Oh, well, back to us. So the match today, Ash, we've already kind of talked about what we're going to see, who we're going to see playing. Who do you expect to see goals from?
Brennan Johnson has to score. It's his return to
That,
Forest. It feels like it's written in the stars.
do you think he'll
Apart,
celebrate? Will he celebrate it? I kind of think
I'm
yes. He kind of seems like one of those guys that might
Yeah,
celebrate.
I think he would. I have a sneaky suspicion that he will. I also think Poro's been due a goal for a while, so eventually it'll go in, right? So I'm
Yeah,
hoping
he's hit the post a couple times. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So that and then Sunny will get the third. I think 3 goals for Spurs.
Boom. I hope you're 100% right. Really do. Chris Peter says, Jasper, isn't that the Roadhouse film place? Maybe. It might be. I'm not sure. Tom Markkinen is saying that it's Jay Snyder. It's Spurs fan he met. I'll have to look him up, see if I have him on Facebook. I might. Daniel E. is impressed that she knows Tom Finney fair play. He really is happy about that. And then Beer Talk is saying Ellie is the queen, Ash is the goddess. Look at all this.
God,
Everybody being so sweet. Yep. Hey, it's okay. I turn beat red on this all the time. I blush so hard sometimes when people give me compliments. But Chippy's saying it's about an hour and a half until kickoff. Everybody get excited. 1 hour, 35 minutes now. Tequila is in the building. Afternoon, lads and lady. Afternoon to you, Tequila. Jose is off getting dinner ready for the fam. But yeah, we're just kind of partying, getting ready for the match. And El Tel Cockerell himself is saying, give Ash, Colin, Jose, and Jacob your appreciation and hit the like button. Hell, sub to both channels. He's right. He's 100% right. Make sure you sub to both Talking Ball and El Tel Cockerell and United Spurs of America. Do the right thing, everybody. It's free and it's helpful for us. Poro scoring would be epic. The man celebrates crazy. Bless him. Poro Rolo tonight. Yo, I love it. Chippy, I love it. Yeah, we hopefully will see it. Tom Markkinen says Forest 2, Spurs 4. I know our defense has been a little leaky, but I would think with Romero back, I can't see him getting more than one goal, but maybe that's me not taking them seriously enough. What do you think? I mean, do you think that we'll keep a clean sheet tonight, Ash?
I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet simply because even when we were so good against Newcastle, we let one consolation goal in at the end. So I do think that eventually we'll concede one, but I think we'll score enough so that it wouldn't matter. So I don't see them scoring more than one goal. I do rate Gibbs White and Elanga, but not enough that they'd put 2 past us or 3 past us.
I agree completely. I don't think that we're going to struggle. I think that you're right. They might score, but it'll be because of like last game. We're going to just kind of give up because we know that the match is won, in my opinion. But yeah, everybody in the chat, love to see what you think. We've already got some answers from some people if they think we're going to get a clean sheet or not today. GBC fan just jumped into the house. What is up, GBC fan? Hello to you. Chris Peters saying 423 out of 500. Be 500 soon. Big up, bros, and Ash. You deserve it. Big up to all of us and to you guys for helping us get there. And Ash, you too. Big up to everybody. The only clean sheets are at Hotspur Way, Spurs Hotel. No clean sheets.
Unless there's lasagna involved, in which case clean sheets not there either.
Oh, snap. Throwback, and I love it. And yeah, good one. Good one. GBC fan says earlier prediction was 6-0 Spurs, and I'm sticking by that. Go put $1 on that. That would win you some money back. So I also wanted to put up this and just talk to you a little bit about Postecoglou. I'm jumping all over the place because Jose's not here, and I can't. When he's here, I have to keep it on like a nice pace and even keel. But without him, I can just jump from topic to topic. Some people, a lot of pundits, especially before we got the win against Newcastle, which again, we'll have to remember was a depleted Newcastle.
I can see and I can hear you.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. So he was getting a lot of flack from like pundits and ex-players and stuff about his tactics and being naive. And so I made this, what do you think about his tactics? Are they naive or are they dope as hell, dog? Like, I don't know. it's all starting to come to fruition. I think it's starting to take shape. Do you think that his tactics are going to work in the Premier League, or do you think he's naively going into this with this whole one track mind, play it my way and only my way type of thing? Should he be more flexible? What do you think?
I think, the way they use the word naive, it's as if they're referring to a child. It's it's very like snobbish and elitist. It's like, oh, we're from Europe, we know football. How can this person from Australia know better than us? It seems very like patronizing. I think that's the word. So
Yeah, it is.
I because he's not like some young up and coming manager like whose first job it is, or some sort of hipster manager who's like in his second or third job. He's somebody who spent the last 20-30 years in this field, working to get from to get to a better and better and better job. So he's worked his like socks off. He knows what he's talking about, and he's managed to make it here with the kind of football he's played. Why would he take his faith away from the football that got him here? It makes no
Absolutely.
sense. It's what Ten Hag did. Why is Ten Hag has no vision? He's just decided to listen to like 10,000 people rather than put his faith in the football that got him here to begin with. And so that it shows a lot of courage of conviction, and I think that's what makes for a good manager. You need to be confident, otherwise why would players be confident in you? Why would the team be confident in you and put millions of dollars into you and your vision of what the team should be?
Exactly. 100%.
That
Exactly.
was
Exactly.
there for a while.
No, that was good. Daniel Levy needs to continue to back him and show him that his style of play is something that we believe in. It's funny. David Clark here says that he loves Ange's tactics, but he sometimes worries about his subs. When right before that, Chris Peters was saying that he's learning in the Premier League and he's getting it right with his subs. Which do you see? Do you think maybe he started off not great? He's getting better with his subs. Would you say that might be the case that we're dealing with here?
I actually don't know, because sometimes I also don't understand the subs. Like, when he took Geo off and brought Skip in, I was not sure about that sub. But I don't know. Perhaps he sees something that I don't. I don't want to sort of comment on his subs, because sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. So I don't know what the thinking is behind them. And we've also been uh, pretty thin on the bench. So perhaps when the best players are in, then I can adequately judge him on his subs. Simply because then we have players that can, like, if you have a bench full of like Skips and academy kids, then it's very hard to judge someone on the subs they're making. So perhaps once they and I do understand him subbing Geo simply because of how injury prone Geo is. Clearly, he's proven that now with his training injury. He's injured half the time, and if he's your only good midfielder with Bissouma out, etc., when he was serving that suspension, then it makes sense to conserve Geo's energy for the next match. So these things look better in hindsight than they are in real life.
It's true. It's very true. We've got lots of comments too from the chat, and it's mainly just people agreeing. There have not been much choices for Postecoglou to turn to. So that's why we got to hope that there's fitness and goals in our starting 11, because coming off the bench to spell them, we don't really have much in the way of quality. Pedro Porro, though, says Nita, more than a star player in the team. I used to get shut down for bigging up Porro. I will stop talking now because I knew I was right about him. He needs to be in midfield, my opinion. That'd be an interesting thing to see. I would love to see that.
He's my favorite Spurs player right now. He always has a smile on his face. He's always sort of putting in those assists, like that beautiful assist he put in for Richie's goal in the last game. That was wonderful. I could watch that again and again. So he's low-key becoming one of my favorite Spurs players.
Yeah, I can see it. I could definitely see why. The smiling. I mean, he definitely seems to be having fun and seems to be happy to be at Spurs, which helps. There's players where they just look bored or like they don't want to be there, and it's like, what the hell are you doing here? Porro seems to have bought in fully. He's happy with his role and in the position that he's playing. I think it's all good. Porro also has a great haircut, says GBC fan. Haircut FC, absolutely. I accidentally put in a message as Eltal Cockrell when I meant to put it in as myself earlier, but I was just talking to just housekeeping stuff. But yeah, I mean, everyone's talking about clean sheets, and Sonny probably has clean sheets. Jokes about Sonny not having a girlfriend. Lots of those. Seems United are considering going after Potter to replace Ten Hag. Yeah, I'd heard about that. Had you heard that yet, Ash?
Yeah, I heard about that, but I think it's just the British media sort of bigging that up. I don't actually see that happening. It's one of those just media stories that gets a little hype for a while because they need to write something.
And it's easy, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's an easy one to throw out there for sure. Beer Talk says it's not fair to be talented and handsome the way that.
I actually don't think he's that handsome. He's all right. I mean, we have the best looking centre back pairing in the league, so we don't really. It's hard to look at either of the fullbacks simply because of how beautiful our centre backs are. You know, with Romero and Van de Ven, not Ben Davies.
Absolutely. Agreed. I can't wait to get Van de Ven back. It's going to be like a whole new team. It'll be totally different. GBC fan says Man United should get Conte, and then Jay Ashraf asked me what my favorite Indian dish is. Probably something really basic and white, like some kind of tandoori chicken, like chicken tikka masala, though, is good too. Something basic and white. I like white people Indian food, just like most people, I think. But give me something authentic, I'll probably like it as well. Vindaloo. Just the normal, everyday, easy to get white people type of Indian food. But like I said,
that's good. That's most good in. You named quite a few of the famous dishes, so like that's pretty much.
Yeah, that's all I do. I just go in and I order like all of the regular stuff. David Clark saying they don't need Graham Potter though; they need Harry Potter. Yeah,
they do need a magician. It's high time.
Asking me if I like is that roti? Is that how you say that? Just like it sounds like. I'm not sure if I've ever had it.
It's like an Indian bread, like that they make on stovetop.
Oh, yum. Okay, yeah, it sounds. Yeah, I think I've had that. It sounds delicious. And do you like dip it into different kinds of?
Yeah, you just dip it into a curry and eat it. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. That sounds delicious.
Parathas are nice as well.
I'm really hungry now, though, everybody. Dyer's cute too, right? No. Conte won't last in United, says Chris Peters. I kind of agree with you there.
I don't think Conte will last anywhere. He's just the kind of manager you get in for 2 years and then he goes his own way. I think he's too temperamental to stay for a long-term project.
Beer Talk is 100% on this too, though. With Indian food, they want their tongue melted with the spice. I'm the same way. Make it as hot as you can. And when I say that, the cooks always like come out. They're like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "No, do it." Like, mess me up, man. Like, and it's cool because the spices in Indian food are different than the spices in, let's say, like Mexican or.
Yeah, but American people, I find are very, in terms of like the spectrum of white people, are the best with spice because they have lots of Mexican food, so they're sort of used to a little bit of spiciness.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I love spicy food. I have a problem. So Chippy came out and said something, but I didn't see it. What's the point? FC oi oi. That's my wife you're describing. Oh. Lots of funny stuff. Everybody's just being goofy in the chat, which I appreciate a whole lot. I love everybody. And everybody agrees to that Postecoglou's tactics are in fact dope as hell and not naive. So that's good. I'm glad you guys all agree. Jose, Ash, so I'll probably go here soon and get ready for work, get ready a little early today and look like I'm a model employee. Do you guys have any last things that you would like to talk about? Anything? I know that we need to talk one more time, just in case anybody wasn't here, about Ash's show tomorrow. But Jose, was there anything you wanted to speak about? Anything?
There's the predictions. Anyone wants to get the predictions? They're the games. They're the games that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about one game tonight. I'm talking about anyone that hasn't done their predictions yet. They're the matches that are being played. If you cannot get them in here on the chat, then please go at the end of this stream, go back to our streams. So it can either be here at Talk and Ball or on LTL Cockerel. Leave your predictions there, and I will get them in. I can only put the predictions in up until the point before a match starts. So,
Right. So if you miss the Spurs match beginning, then anything you put in will be all matches after that, et cetera,
And-
et cetera.
and it's for anybody that's in the chat now that's already taken part previously, or anyone that wants to take part from this week, because the catch up is quite easy. Apart from that, what I will say is one last go at it, because obviously the next one after this will be Ash's show. But I think we need to plug Ash's show again, so people
Yeah,
that are
absolutely,
not
absolutely.
aware, we plug Ash's show and give the floor to Ash.
Ash, let everybody know one more time what's going on tomorrow.
So Talking Ball and LTL Cockerel are doing a joint stream, which is White Chart Lane. It'll be a show that's in Hindi, so it'll be bilingual. But you're all welcome to come. You probably, if you don't understand Hindi, something will filter through, I'm sure. If you do understand Hindi, we're going to have a great time. We have a guest, South Stand View, who's part of the India Spurs community. And he has a lot of intelligent opinions. So you get to hear him as well. So it'll be lots of fun, and we'll have a good time. So please come. It's at 6:30 Indian time or at 12 in the UK.
So sorry, just to explain a bit more. The South Stand View, what did he do? You said he facilitates Tottenham stuff in India.
Yeah. So basically, the Spurs here reached out to him for outreach in India, and so then they sent Spurs ambassadors. They sent Ledley and Ozzy to India, and he sort of showed them around, and he sort of introduced them to the India Spurs community.
So that's fantastic. So there's a big show set up with Ash tomorrow.
And it's going to be following a win.
Yeah, definitely following a win.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So please, so the next time, if you hit the notification bell here, or on LTL Cockerel on both channels, the notification bell will take you. The very next show that's been set up, it is the very next show, will be Ash's show in under. It's going to be in under 24 hours time. We're talking about what, 18 hours time possibly. So in about 18 hours time, it'll be all Ash. It'll be all Ash and South Stand View. So please support Ash. Come and show Ash. Come and see her make her debut. Come and see what Ash is all about. Very intelligent. Let's see what the Indian community. Let's see what the Indian community have got to say, because I'm hoping that a lot of Indian community come along as well, and we can get to see what they've all got to say to us, which would be really, really good.
Look at this. You got Beer Talk saying, I'll watch it. I may not understand it all, but you'll have a like from me.
I
Beer Talk,
really,
you're a
really
good man.
appreciate that Beer Talk.
Yep. We'll be there too, of course. And if you need anything, we'll be there. We'll talk more after the show. But yeah,
I was
guys.
going to say, sorry, Ash, Rich, you've put your predictions out. I'm going to plug them all in now.
Boom, Rich, big up. All right, guys. Well, it is about time to end the show. I want to say big up to the chat, as always, everybody for tuning in. Without you guys, this isn't even a show. I want to say big up to the Patreon crew, to Chris Peters, Wayne Bonner, Soji, Ellie. We've also got Adrian. Just want to say big up and thanks to those guys, and Mia. Oh my God, and Mia. I'm a terrible person. And thank you guys so much for what you do, for helping to support your continued support, for watching. All of it. It helps more than you know. If you are if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to both my channel and Jose's channel, LTL Cockerel. And yeah, just keep up the love, everybody, and think positively and be ready for a Spurs win today.
And can everyone at Talk and Ball is sending their best wishes to Ellie and hope that she recovers quickly, because Ellie's been poorly the last few days. And Ellie is normally bubbly, lively. She appears everywhere. She helps everyone out. And she's not been very well in the last few days. So all our love, strength, and warm wishes from Talk and Ball to Ellie.
100%. Couldn't have said it better myself.
And from everyone in our chat, hopefully for Ellie as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Get well soon, Ellie.
Get well soon, Ellie. We love you. All right, guys. Well, I just want to say big love to everybody in the chat, and come on, you Spurs.
Come
Come
on,
on, you
Spurs.
Spurs.
And you know how we're leaving. My team has got James Madison. James Madison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Madison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.